people, beautiful earth angels, should I say. Welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new to my channel, I hope that you decide to stay and become a part of my magical soul family. For all of those who are vets, I am incredibly honored to have you back and to have you on my channel in general. And then if you are in fact new, sorry, we have a mouse, so I'm like listening out for that. If you are in fact new, I would greatly appreciate if you like what you see here on my channel and my comment resonates with you. I would like for you to tap that subscribe button. And then also you can click the notification bell so that you're notified every time I post live content, anytime I'm going live. And then as well, whenever I post any type of content here on my channel or in the community board. Sorry, and then if you're interested in any type of session with me, like a personal session, whether that be Reiki healing, intuitive readings, or a therapeutic session based around childhood trauma or just trauma in general, I am a certified trauma coach as well as a certified Reiki healer, which you guys know here on my channel. My list of services and skills are pretty vast. So if you're curious, you can just click the link in the description box. And then if you have any questions, you can also email me. And the email, I'll put it right here on the screen. And then I'll also leave it in the description box below as well. Okay? And as I always say, tips and donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. This video, as you can see from the title, is going to be all about Archangel Ariel. 5 ways to connect with Archangel Ariel. She is going to be the first angel that I start with in my angelic realm kingdom series that I'm starting. So I'm going to be explaining, different angels that I resonate most with, and then giving information to you about how to work with them, ways to recognize them, things like that. So if you see me looking over here at the computer, it's just because I typed out everything that I wanted to say here in this channel, so don't mind if I'm looking over. That's what I'm looking at, okay, because it's a lot of information. So yeah, without further ado, like I said, let's jump into today's topic. Archangel Ariel, she is the angel of the natural world and the keeper of Mother Earth herself. And then she is also the archangel of the fairies, and that is spelled Faeries. So y'all know I love her, because for those of you who know my channel know that I work with the fairies, and I love fairies. Where was I? And then there's many names to fairies. They're benevolent elementals. But back to Archangel Ariel, she's also known as the Lion of God. She's a healer that exists to protect and care for plants and animals. And she has been found in various religions and spiritual practices. So you can connect with her regardless of any beliefs or ideas. Like I mentioned, she is known too as the Archangel of Mother Earth. So she is the protector and the guardian, if you would say, and she oversees the natural world and is deeply connected to all 4 of the elements. So in the same sense, she's deeply connected to us, because we have I haven't drank soda in almost over a month, so I'm like been doing really well, but I relapsed. What was I saying? So she's very connected to us because we too have the elements within ourselves. Think about it. We're made up of what, 74-75% water, saliva, sweat, And then other areas in our other things in our body. Fire would be, I look at fire kind of like our blood in a way. Fire representing our blood and our blood pressure when we get overheated or get a fever. What's the other one? Air, the breath, a breath of life, right? And then earth is our physical body, and then spirit, of course. So, which is pretty dope when you think of it like that. So she's very connected to the 4 elements that make up the world around us. And when we are needing help in taking care of the environment and wildlife, we can turn to Archangel Ariel and manifest her strength and powers. And when we connect with her, we can form a deeper appreciation for Mother Earth, allowing her knowledge to strengthen our own knowledge. She can help us heal sick or injured animals and to protect the environment around us. So for those of you who have either work in the industry of, you know, a vet or something along, or have your own pets at home, I would highly recommend looking into her and working with her energy. If, you know, your dog, your cat, any type of pet comes down, you know, with some type of illness or whatever, you know, I highly recommend reaching out to her for any assistance with that. She has power over all the elements. Like I stated, connecting with Archangel Ariel can help us manifest our goals and dreams and stay grounded, because she's also the goddess. I keep calling her a goddess, well, I guess you could, but she's also the archangel of abundance. I keep hearing something over there. I think the mouse is in the bathroom. Sorry, but yeah, so she can help us manifest our goals and dreams and stay grounded, which so many of us need to really take serious. The reason it's so important to connect with Archangel Ariel, and partly why Spirit has heavily put it on my heart to make a video about her in a series about all archangels, even just angels too. It's not going to just be archangels. Is I believe Archangel Ariel's presence and powers are incredibly important right now. Sorry, I really think I hear the mouse. They're incredibly important right now. Now more than ever, because humanity is facing a crisis. And as we do not appreciate Mother Earth as much as we should, this means that we are disrespecting and using essentially the world that we live, the world that we live in. So now the part that you all have been waiting for, which is the 5 ways to connect with Archangel Ariel, the angel of nature. So she's the archangel of the natural world, and her name means the Lion of God, and this represents her fierce and protective nature. Okay, so who is hold up, let me see, I think I rewrote this. Okay, wait, not yet. Sorry, I kind of messed up here. So you wait, put a pause on the 5 ways to connect with her. I'm not done. So like I was saying, this means that I was wondering why it kind of shifted. So this means that we're disrespecting and using the world that we live in, even though we are aware of how our activity is harming the planet. The UN believes that our actions show no signs of slowing down as a collective, which is very sad. Humanity is still on course to destroy the planet. In order to change this, we need to connect with the spirit of the planet, right? By connecting with Archangel Ariel, we are able to maintain a deep relationship with Mother Earth, like I said, and Mother Nature. Mother Nature is super important to our spirituality too. And if you practice magic, you can turn to the elements in order to enhance your own powers. And developing our spirituality allows us to live a fulfilling and peaceful life. I'm sure if you're still watching, one of your questions is how to recognize this beautiful archangel. Because archangels exist on a higher vibrational frequency than us, it can be hard to recognize their energy around us. Sometimes they will appear in their true form, but this is very rare. One second. Okay, so sometimes they will appear in their true form, but this is very rare. Instead, the archangels will usually show us they are around with signs and symbols. So what are things to look out for when we want to know if Archangel Ariel is around, right? So her symbols, because her name means the Lion of God, Archangel Ariel is often depicted with a lion. The image and symbolism of a lion representation is her passion and power. And even as a tarot card reader, Archangel Ariel always reminds me of the Strength Tarot card. The imagery of this card is fascinating, showing an angelic figure holding a fully grown lion. Like the Strength card, Archangel Ariel reminds us of the need for compassion and strength and in power. She is a very powerful being, yet her energy is one of care and tenderness. Just like the lion, she can be nurturing as well as fierce. Archangel is also associated with the symbol of the globe, and I just bought a earth globe today. That's so crazy. She guided me. Now that I know that, that's confirmation that she was the one that guided me to get it, to help heal the planet and do Reiki healing over the planet and other stuff, like use the globe over the world as like a symbol of our actual planet. And I'll be doing that live here, so if you want to, you know, connect through that and play a part in doing it with me, that would be so dope. So this represents her control over nature and the elements. Now, Archangel Ariel's number is linked to the number 4. Oh, that's my baby daddy's favorite number, and my mom's. So in numerology, the number 4 has the energy of stability and support, and it reminds us to be responsible for our actions and the consequences of what we do in the world around us. The number 4 is also linked to the 4 elements that make up the world: earth, wind, air, and fire. That's a typo, because wind and air are the same thing. Earth, water. Sorry, earth, water, air, and fire. Because Archangel Ariel controls these elements, the number 4 is further linked to this archangel. So seeing the angel numbers 44, 444, and number 4444 also all suggest that the Archangel Ariel is around you. And her color, all archangels are linked to specific angel colors and auras when they're around you. So we might see a glow of their color surrounding us. Her color is interesting, as she is not only linked to the color pale pink, but also to the rainbow. When she's around, we might see a pale pink glow in the corner of our eyes, or even during meditation. This means that she is ready to help you. When we are out in nature and see a rainbow, that is usually a sign that Archangel Ariel is nearby. Always take a moment to appreciate the rainbow that we see, and to thank Archangel Ariel for her unconditional support and care, you guys. Sorry, I know it feels like I'm reading from a script and looking over here, but in order for me to truly remember all of this, I had to do it this way. So how to connect with Archangel Ariel. We may not feel it, but from time to time, all the archangels are there in the universe to help us on our path, and we can turn to them when we are in need or when we are wishing to enhance our spirituality, but they will not intrude. We have free will, so they're waiting on us to invoke and evoke them and ask them for assistance. So what are the best ways to connect with Archangel Ariel? Number one is meditation. Meditation is one of the best ways to connect with archangels. When we meditate, we open our souls to higher realms of vibration. This allows archangels to recognize and connect with us. The mouse, right? I heard it. Okay, I knew I heard the mouse. Okay, so yeah, meditation is the best way to connect. It allows archangels to recognize and connect with us. When I want to connect with Archangel Ariel, I will always meditate outside in nature. And this is because she's the archangel of the natural world. Or if you can't get outside for whatever reason and you still would like to connect with her, you can do it indoors, but imagine yourself outside, or try to create the energy or aura, the environment in which you're dwelling, like nature, like put on nature sounds in the background or something like that. And then also like I said, she's the archangel of the natural world, and so more active around plants and animals. And so I'll do a quick run through of the meditation ritual that will allow you to connect with her. So, or I could just, what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to post it right here so you guys can pause the video and write it down. Okay. That way this video isn't super long. So, I always feel so refreshed.
Not sweating a jacket.
No, I always feel so refreshed after this meditation, and sometimes I won't feel the presence of Archangel Ariel right away, but that's fine. And even if you cannot sense her, she is there in the universe listening to you. And crystals are a fantastic spiritual tool too. I always recommend crystals that have been used for centuries as healing and metaphysical tools. But did you know that certain crystals are actually linked to certain archangels? Because I didn't. I maybe found this out like 3 years ago, which I think is so fascinating. So, of course, Archangel Ariel is linked to rose quartz. Actually, let me hold one right now. This is my rose quartz tower. She is, sorry, I'm just very, as you can see, I keep moving because I'm trying to get comfortable on this chair. I need a new desk chair. So yeah, Archangel is linked to rose quartz, which I absolutely love. This beautiful stone has energy of healing and care, and of course love, and allowing us to love and care for ourselves and those around us. When we are wanting to connect with Ariel, we can meditate with rose quartz or have them around you in creating a crystal grid. You can even create a crystal grid, and like I know online they sell crystal grids. Like, you don't need to buy a crystal grid. You can literally go online. This is a crystal grid of Archangel Metatron. This is Metatron's cube. I literally printed this out at work, and you can use that. But then this was gifted to me by a client, and this is the flower of life. So this, and you could even draw your own, like if you're into drawing, and even if you're not into drawing, you can create your own crystal grid on paper. So please do not waste your money on that, unless like you're really into crystal grids and for whatever reason you feel like you have to have something that's legitimate. Okay, I love you. So yeah, you can even set up a crystal grid that way, or put them on all of your chakras. Babe, can you close the door so it doesn't run in here?
What?
Can you close that door so it doesn't run in here? Never mind, I'll do it. So Archangel is also Archangel. Oh my God, I forgot I wrote this because there's a lot that I wrote. Archangel Ariel is also connected to jade. Jade is a protective stone that is also connected with the element of earth, and is also linked to productivity and stability. So it's perfect to use if you are connecting with Ariel for these specific reasons. Always surround yourself with nature. And as Archangel Ariel is the Archangel of Mother Earth, spending time in nature is a great way to connect with her. And sometimes I know it can be hard to surround yourself in nature if you live in a city. I used to live in a huge city with a very few green spaces, and I did feel out of touch a lot with spirituality during this time. But again, if you feel disconnected from Mother Nature, have a look at any parks nearby. Is there a place that you can go and meditate? Sometimes even the smallest cities have parks. And then you can also look up like sacred sites, sacred land. And then you could work with her to heal that land, or look up, you know, maybe places where people have been murdered, killed, you know, things like that. And one thing that I've been guided to do is go to grave sites, graveyards. I've only done it a few times. I've actually been called to them as I'm out, just to release any souls that may be dormant or in limbo and confused, to release them. It's so beautiful, the work that I've been guided to do, and I'm very, very discreet and modest when it comes to certain workings, but I finally know now that it's time for me to share those things with you guys, because it's really important, and I want to be able to be a living testimony to the work that I do, to inspire you to also do the same, or your own version of the work. So yeah, when you're out in a park or forest or countryside, always stay present and aware of what is around you. It's not uncommon for animals with Archangel Ariel's spirit to come to you when you are out in nature. Her spirit can appear in all animals and plants. So acknowledge all the beautiful living things that surround you. Also, another thing, if you are into, or you found out that, you know, you're connected to Egypt or really love the Egyptian pantheon, she also symbolizes and is a representation of Sekhmet and Bastet. So keep that in mind. So if you have a cat or anything, or also what I'm channeling is, some of you are, I am myself as well, some of you are actually a part of the most ancient, oldest souls and light beings that were ever created, the Lyrans. Some of you may be a Lyran starseed, and I just channeled that simply because if you were drawn to this video, that was also for a divine purpose and reason. And yeah, that's, if you've already been told that, for some of you, that's definitely a confirmation that you are a Lyran starseed. You can be multiple different types of starseeds. It's just about the ones that resonate with you the most. And I can also do a series about celestial beings and different star systems and starseeds too. So let's see. You can also perform a 4-element ritual. Archangel Ariel has the power over the 4 elements, like I said. So honoring them in a ritual is a great way to connect with her. Personally, for me, I like to invoke the 4 elements regularly in my spirituality, as it always makes me feel connected with the world and to my own spirit. I will perform this ritual at an altar. If you don't have an altar, that's perfectly fine. You can perform this ritual wherever you wish. I just personally love to make everything extremely intentional and sacred. But as long as you feel safe and peaceful, that's all that matters. So find a room in your home where you will not be disturbed and lay out a cloth on the floor. Me personally, oh wow, and it's pink too. Me personally, I have a prayer rug. So for me, I am not at all religious, but I find beauty in the diversity and yet all the similarities that are in each religion, and I take bits and pieces from each, because that is a Muslim rug, and I love wearing hair wraps and hijabs and all of that. So, you know, you can be whoever you want to be. I just have to say this is for someone, like, you can be whoever you want and wish to be. You make your own rules. You create your own reality. A lot of you are in the process or need to become attuned with the process of releasing, banishing, and eliminating old belief systems and beliefs that were put on you at a young age and are lying dormant within your DNA. You really need to get back to what is truth, and truth is you create your reality, and you can do like me. Now, if you're religious, more power to you. Like, I'm not here to try to convert anyone. I just would like to share the knowledge and the beauty in the spiritual side of what religion tries to portray in a way. But religion, I feel like, is not very much in tune with the spiritual side of it, even though that's what it's supposed to be about. So you set your own rules. You are the creator and the artist and the writer of your story, of your life. So you can be like me and have Buddha, Ganesha, Isis, Osiris, Jesus, Archangel Michael, Oshun. You can have Aphrodite. You can have whoever you want in your house, as long as it brings you a sense of security. Because let me tell you, honey, that is how my house looks. The fact, there's so many people that aren't connecting spiritually. The fact that you, and if you're interested in this, the fact that you even take time out at all to connect with spirit is so beautiful and so remarkable and sets you apart. So don't feel like you are going to be, well, you may be judged by other humans, but don't ever feel like you are going to be judged or punished or any of that thing. Again, those are conditions, because I've still had moments where I've had to purge old belief systems and old things that I was told. And you know, it's just all, it's so sad because, well, we're in a better time now, but it's just sad because, like, a lot of us, our parents didn't know no better. But it's like, I'll be damned. If you knew better, you do better. And I know better. So anyway, back to this. So you'll need 4 items that represent each of the elements. That could be like a rock from outside if you don't have any crystals and can't afford them right now. Crystals, candles, and then other items to represent the elements. As far as earth, like the crystals or rocks or a stick, something to represent earth. I'm trying to think. Water, of course, water. And then what else? I'm sorry. Air would be like an incense or a feather. And then what else am I missing? Fire, a candle, like it said. When it comes to picking the items as well, have a thought about your intuition and what you are drawn to, what represents the elements the most for you. Okay, yeah, I did put this in the notes. So for earth, I will usually go with a bowl of soil. However, green or brown candles can be used. Herbs and plants are also a great way to represent earth. For air, I will use a feather. Incense and candles can also be used. For fire, I usually light a candle. However, there are loads of crystals that you can use that represent fire, such as amber and carnelian. And then for water, I use a bowl of water or a seashell. Yeah, I love the sea and feel deeply connected to it, so I will often use things from the sea in my 4 element rituals. And there are also some wonderful crystals that you can use to represent water, such as aquamarine. Okay, and then when you have your items, place them on your altar. Place the item for earth to the north, the item for air to the east, the item to fire to the west, and the item of water to the west. Go through each element one by one, asking the element to assist you in your life. Remember to appeal to Archangel Ariel when doing so. For example, I ask, and you can like pause the video if I'm going too fast to go back. I ask the element of air to help me with clarity and understanding. I thank Archangel Ariel for providing me with this element. Be proactive in environmental and wildlife issues. When we are wanting to connect with certain archangels, I think that it is super helpful to manifest their qualities in our day-to-day lives. As Archangel Ariel is the archangel of nature, being proactive in helping Mother Nature, like I've been saying, is a great way to connect with her. Ways to connect, you know, you can volunteer at charities that help clean up the environment or look after unwell wildlife. Real quick, this is something that I did naturally. So when I would go on walks with me and my daughter and my son, and then before he was born, just me and my daughter, I would have like I have like a bottom compartment in the stroller, right? And we would go and we would pick up trash around, like, just when we would walk, we would pick up trash, and I would incorporate her in it. And it's just, we have to do our part. Like, so many of us are looking for purpose, and we're missing the purpose that's standing right in front of our faces, which is picking up trash. We are multi-purpose beings. Like, people think that purpose has to be some grand scheme of a plateau that you reach that feels, oh, like you're on top of the world or something. And it's like, no, that's how you block blessings. That's how you miss your shot, your opportunity, you know? So here is a prayer as well. Oh, sorry. Also, you don't have to do anything huge. Like I said, simply planting some wildflowers in your garden or placing bee hotels in your yard can be great ways to connect with the Archangel Ariel. So here is a prayer. Through prayer, we can ask Archangel Ariel directly for help. A prayer for any sick animals. A prayer for any sick animals. I will link the prayer right here. A prayer for grounding. And I will leave that right here as well. A prayer for Mother Nature. Leave that right here. Okay. Let me see. Okay, yeah. That is everything that I have for the 5 ways to connect with Archangel Ariel. Let me see if there's anything I'm missing. I don't think there is. But there is a lot of good, there's a lot of good Archangel Ariel meditations as well on YouTube. And I'm even going to start, I have so much that I want to do with my channel, but I'm even going to start doing my own guided meditations as well with my sound bowls, and then doing Reiki as well. Like, I have a lot planned for my channel. I just have to get more organized and get everything together, because like I said, I'm finally feeling, in my last video, the fairy house or the fairy garden, I'm finally feeling better, you know, more in my body type energy, you know. So let me see, I think that was it. Yeah. And again, she's not the only archangel that you can connect to for, you know, different things. And I will be, like I said, posting more videos. This is going to be a part of my angel series. I'm going to try to figure out if I can just put that in a separate place apart from the rest of my videos. I'm not sure, but yeah, I definitely am going to be posting a lot this evening. And then it's a full moon today. I know I always say this, but I love how connected I am to the moon. Like, it's just so beautiful. Like, when I am called to post stuff and get on here, like, the moon is always either in my moon sign or, you know, full or new, something, you know. So yeah, I hope you like this video, guys. I love each and every one of you, sending you guys so much love, abundance, and protection. And again, if you're interested in a personal session with me, please click the description. Please click the link in the description box below. And like I always say, if for whatever reason there are financial mishaps in your life, and that is a reason why you have not reached out to me for a session or reading or anything of that nature, please email me and reach out to me with financial issues in the subject or something of that nature. I never want financial things to get in the way of the work that I'm trying to do here, if that makes sense. Because that is not why I got into this. You know, I was called to do this for divine reasons, okay? And yes, you know, money is a part of my life and my time is valuable and all of that, but I have a heart, so I'm willing to set up payment arrangements, payment plans, anything like that. Anything that you need, I'm willing to work with you, you know, and negotiate certain things. So again, if you're interested in that, please click the link in the description box below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.